And I also want you to know that this meeting is being recorded. So again, I just want to, for those who are just logging in, want to welcome everyone. Just kind of give again some highlights of kind of where we are and kind of what we have been doing over the last couple of months. For us, it's a big grant season for Counter Family Connection, a lot of the programs that we oversee. And so with that being said, we have submitted our grant application for our 6th year for the Parents as Teachers program. And that particular program is a program that is a home visiting evidence-based program where we have a parent educator, Maria Ariana, who is going to share more in a little bit, go out and do home visits with families in the community. And the whole purpose is to, one, really teach our parents that they are our child's first teacher, their child's first teacher. And along with that, to also provide supports and to give them information and community resources that they need. And it's an excellent program. So we applied for our 6th-year grant for that particular program, and we will hear probably more about it, right, but whether or not we received it as we go closer into the summer. Also with our First Steps program, it's another program where we are working feverishly with, and been working, I think this is our 7th or 8th year, close to going, well, about our 7th year going into this First Steps program. And it is a program that provides families, all families with children 0 to 5 in the community with resources and information, a brief screening, and then provide them referrals and resources. The goal of that program is to make sure that all families in the community with those 0 to 5, that they have either a primary care physician or a referral to a primary care physician, as well as they have some type of insurance and or a referral for insurance. And so we track that very carefully. Also, we screen for different things like prenatal, drug exposure, substance abuse in the family, things like that. But it's an excellent program. And with that program, we were able to serve 150 families last year. And our current Parents as Teachers program, the program I just spoke about, we currently have a caseload of 10 families, well, 20 families, I'm sorry. And we have been serving those families according to our standards. I do want to make one more note with our Parents as Teachers program that we did apply and finish the application, the extensive application for the accreditation, national accreditation for that particular program. And we should know more by October whether or not we receive that accreditation. If you've gone through an accreditation process, you know that is an extensive process, but again, worth it in the end, and know that we're doing what we're supposed to do with this program. So I am excited about that. Again, I say this is our last collaborative partners meeting for this fiscal year. Our new fiscal year starts July 1st. And with that, I'll go ahead and mention the back to school rally and backpack drive. We are scheduled to have our community back to school rally, which will be a drive-through event on July the 24th from 8 until 10 o'clock at the, I guess we'll say the new middle school, the one over there by the high school. And so we're excited about that. You should have received flyers, or we ask that I will be sending out flyers. So you can start sharing those with your families to let them know about that. And also, if you're interested in either volunteering on that morning as well as donating school supplies, please let me know. We're gonna have begin to stuff the backpacks and everything on that Thursday before. And then on that Saturday, again, it will be a drive-through event where we would need partners and family, partners and volunteers to help put the backpacks in the trunks of the cars that are coming through. And we usually have, when we have our big event, we usually have about 500 students to come through. So we're serving a lot of families. So again, as many partners as we can and volunteers that we can to help direct traffic, to put the backpacks in, to welcome families, just to make it as fun and seamless as possible. Please let me know. We are collecting backpacks and sponsorships for backpacks this year. So if you want to purchase backpacks and drop them off, or provide funding so we can purchase additional backpacks, that would be great. I will send out more information in next few days about that. We already had some sponsors to come forth, and we thank those sponsors for coming forth. We already had First Foundation, Ameri Group, as well as the Boys and Girls Club. And we are still looking for sponsors so we can purchase at least those 500 backpacks to give away on that day. Or you can purchase them, and I will give you the dropout location and time in a later email. That is all that I have as far as my coordinator's report. Any questions from me over anything that I said or questions you have before we move on to our agency spotlight? Okay, thank you. And again, I ask that for those who are just joining, if you would, please put your name and organization in the chat. That will serve as our attendance. And again, the back to school rally is July 24th, which is that Saturday, 2 weeks before school starts, from 8 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock. And it will be located at the Morgan County Middle School. Okay, we are excited to have two presentations this morning. Our first one is going to be coming from Colby Hunter, with the manager at the local public library, Morgan County Library System. He is going to be sharing with us some exciting things that they have going on, how they serve families, as well as some of the programs that they have upcoming. So Colby, if you would, I was trying to get you to, if you would unmute yourself and share with us kind of what's going on with the library.
Can y'all see my screen yet?
No, I can't see your screen. I see. And I just gave you screen sharing ability, so if you would try again.
Okay, you have to, where is it at that it says that you can share this? Oh, there it is. I got it. Sorry. Okay. Now do y'all see it?
Yes, we can see it now.
Okay, awesome. All right. Yes, my name's Colby Hunter. I'm the Morgan County Library Manager. I hope y'all are doing really good this morning. I just want to go over a few things that what we have going on and what's changed because of COVID. One of the things is we have a new library name, or excuse me, new library system name. We're now the Azalea Regional Library System. For many, many years, we were the Uncle Remus Regional Library System. And so we decided, the library board decided to change the name so it can represent all the counties that are in our system. So as you can see on our screen, that's our new logo with that azalea inside the little book. And we've been rebranding everything. The question we have gotten a lot is if we're getting rid of any of our Uncle Remus statues or anything like that. No, they are still part of our history. We were still going to keep those items, but we're just going in a different direction like I said, with the name change. Our summer reading program is the busiest program of the year for us. June and July, we usually hit the ground running. Last year, because of COVID, it wasn't as busy as it would have been because of us not having on-site programming, but we are going to have a kickoff party at Billwood Park on May 29th from 11 to 1. We're going to have a magician there. We're going to have Kona Ice there. We're going to have volunteers there to sign up kids for summer reading. So if any of y'all would be interested in volunteering, please email me and let me know. The more volunteers we have, the more successful the event will be. Our summer reading program runs from May 29th through July 31st. And we, in the past, we have always done paper reading logs to log the children's books. But we're trying to move more into the 21st century. And we have a platform called Beanstack, and you log all your books that you're reading and everything, your hours or whatever. And it depends on the age group if it's hours or books, but we'll also have somebody on site that day to help explain to parents how to use Beanstack. But it's very user-friendly. We used it last summer for the first time. We have a lot of good feedback. So hopefully this year we'll have more people use it. They'll send out a list of our summer reading program on a flyer. So if you have any questions about that, just let me know. We pretty much have something going on almost every day of the week. So hopefully we'll try to do this. It won't be as big as we have done in the past, but like I said, it's just getting back to the new normal. Our library is back open to normal pre-COVID hours. So I know we're very excited about that. I want to thank my staff and our director, Stacy Brown, for getting us back to that. It's taken a little while, but you know, with a little hard work, we've been able to do it. We still are asking patrons to wear masks right now. I know the CDC has said that if you're vaccinated, that you know you really don't have to wear a mask, but we're still requiring that you do, and hopefully that'll change soon. We'll see. I guess a lot of things come out of the COVID and pandemic situation, but one great thing that we had a service that we offer now is curbside service. So if patrons don't want to come inside the building, they are more than welcome to call us and they can come by and pick up their items through our curbside service. We can pull books for them. And that's been pretty successful. I will say it's not as popular as it was because patrons want to come into the library and check out all the books that they've missed for a year. So, which is perfectly fine. You know, we love to see people back in the library using it. I don't know if anybody's familiar with our Friends of the Morgan County Library organization, but they're basically our fundraiser group for the library, and they also advocate for our library. If you're not a friend of the library, please consider joining. They have different levels, but they really help, especially with volunteering opportunities. They have a Friends book sale every year. They'll have one in October. So please, if you want to help out with that, that'd be great. We usually need just people usually that day just to kind of go around and help, you know, give them a box or whatever. So if you want to consider doing that, please let me know. Another great thing that's come out of this pandemic is we've always had a partnership with the school system, but one thing we have been able to do is every child now that is in the Morgan County school system basically has a library card. It's a digital card, but it's connected with basically the number that they use for their school number at school for their lunch or the library to check out books. This has been so great, and we have gotten so much great feedback. We've been able to do library tours with the, you know, they walk over and the kids will be able to check out, we allow them to check out books, and it's been amazing. And we have been, I think we're like 1 out of 5 libraries in Georgia that have started this program. So, you know, Morgan we always want to be on the forefront of everything. So, like I said, it's been very successful, and kids can come in anytime to use those cards. All they have to do is give us that number. You know, like I said, it's been very exciting, and we just hope to continue that. And they'll basically keep that card until they graduate high school. So, oh yes, in our Makerspace Room, I know some of the schools have Makerspace areas, or I don't know if they have a room, but we actually got a local donation to build a Makerspace Room in our library. And basically what a Makerspace Room is, it basically allows kids to come make and build things. If you're familiar with STEAM, you know, science, technology, math, they currently are almost done with the room. Actually, it should be completed either by the end of this week or next week. And then we'll start filling the room with materials for everybody to come. And basically, it's not just going to be for kids, it's also going to be for adults. You know, so like we'll have a 3D printer, you know, we'll have sewing machines for adults, like if they want to come learn how to do basic sewing or whatever. So we're very excited about that. And that, like I said, that was it was a local donation from the Mildred Owen Landry Foundation. So that was really good. And like I said, it will be completed soon. So hopefully we'll be able to have it up and running for summer reading. So other than that, that's basically all we have going on at the library. Like I said, we've been staying busy since we opened back up to the public. So, we're so glad to have people back in the library and using it. And like I said, we're gearing up for summer reading, and we're ready for that. And we'll definitely share the information at the kickoff party about the rally. So just let you know that. If you have any questions, just let me know.
Thank you so much, Colby. Anyone have any questions for Colby? Look like you all do have a lot of amazing things that are going on at the library. Any questions for him? As I know the summer is rapidly approaching. Okay, none? All right, great. And I did attach the flyer for the summer reading program to the reminder email, so hope everyone received that. And if you have any questions for Colby or anyone at the library, then please reach out to them for more information. Thank you again, Colby, we appreciate it. Okay, our next presenter is going to be Miss Jessika Washington, and she's with the Morgan County Charter School System, the director of the special ed program there. And she's have some information that she would like to share with us at this time. So Jessika, if you would.
Good morning. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Okay, awesome. Good morning. My name is Jessika Washington. I am the special education director with Morgan County Schools. And again, please excuse me being in the car today. Today is actually my anniversary. So I'm spending some time with family today, but I wanted to take a moment and just meet with you guys and share some really great news about a program some things that we will be starting that's new this upcoming school year. So our preschool special education program has always been a support system with the Morgan County Schools since the inception of the primary school. But this upcoming school year, we'll be doing some things a little different. And I wanted to go ahead and share this with you guys because it'll give you time to kind of process over the summer. And then once we get started in August, we're going to get the ball rolling. So what is new is that we will be doing preschool, we call them child find screeners. So throughout the school year 21-22, we're going to have 4 dates. And I want to share those dates. And then I also will be sending a follow-up to Veldy to share with you in a flyer. Those 4 dates are on August 27th, 2021, October 29th, 2021, February 4th, 2022, and March 25th, 2022. We will be having what we call child find screeners. So your question is obviously what happens at a child find screener, or what is a child find screener? So if you keep in mind, if you think about like when you typically take your child to their annual appointments with their doctor, you get a lot of feedback about your child's physical health. What a child find screener is the opportunity to have your child screened if you have concerns about what really may be like their academic health or academic well-being. Now, we do explore 5 particular areas. Your child will get screened in the area of communication, motor, which means kind of like their physical ability, how they move around, how they use their fine motor skills like hands, or what we call gross motor skills, like how they walk or run. We're going to be screening what we call cognition. If you're not familiar, maybe think more so like about their achievement, so their understanding of skills. And then social skills, how they talk or how they get along with others. And then also self-help skills, how they're able to, sometimes we say adaptive skills. Maybe are they feeding themselves? Are they toileting on time? Those types of things. So here's another really important key piece I would like for everybody to be aware of, is that we're looking for children ages 2.5 or 2.5 through 5 years old. So that's another big piece, 2.5 to 5 years old. They should be residents of Morgan County, and they should not already be in the school system. If they're already attending the primary school, we've got them covered. They already have plenty of interventions. They already have plenty of supports in this area. So 2.5 years old to 5 years old, resident of Morgan County, and not already attending the primary school. And so what you need to do is we'll send out a flyer with more information, but you would bring your child and it could be your child, your niece, your nephew, just make sure you have permission. But you would bring them in, and then on those dates, you will have the time, and then we'll do what's called an arena screening. If they are, hopefully and ideally, there aren't any really major concerns, and we'll give you feedback. But if within the screening, we see that there are some major concerns, then we'll begin to talk to you about what the next steps are relevant to support and intervention. So we want to get this information out. We wanted to get it out early. I will be hopefully get a chance to come back to you early August. But some important things you can be doing this summer is really just watching your children. So if you are a daycare provider, if you are a parent in the community, if you are a relative, observe your kids, watch how they play, watch how they interact, watch how they, how they're eating, how they are, maybe if they, kind of get over what we call hyper focus or over focus on TV, things like that. All little things, just kind of watch how they are developing. And then that'll give you some really good data on if this is something you would like for them to do or not, or if you think it'll be a good opportunity for them. And then once you do your observations this summer, we're going to get the ball rolling August 27th. If you have any questions or concerns about it, and it's fine, because this is something you probably want to, really think about first before you start asking many questions. If you have any questions, I apologize. The first point of contact will be Stephanie Rhodes. She is leading up the initiative for the primary school because she is the primary school coordinator. So Stephanie is new in this particular area, but she's been a coordinator for a while, relevant to K2, but she'll be now taking on preschool as well. And her contact number is 706-752-4624. Also, Miss Suzanne Kennedy, she's the preschool, so she's over the entire preschool program at the primary school. She is preschool director. She also is another point of contact. And then finally, you can reach me. I work in the central office, and I'll be there all summer long. So if you have any questions or concerns relevant to the child find screening process, or just kind of like your own child's development or children that we are here, and we're glad to support, and we're really happy about this opportunity because this particular screening process is new for us. And that's all.
Thank you so much. Does anyone have any questions? That sounds really exciting, Jessika. Our collaborative have a big heart for those children 0 to 5, and so this is just wow. It's so exciting. Any questions, Jessika?
Hey, I have a quick question. My name is Quisha Glover. I work at the YMCA Early Learning in Madison, Georgia. I know, so is it Stephanie who would make the initial contact for the primary school and preschool? Because I know we're meeting with someone tomorrow. I just want to get the name before.
Sure. Thank you for bringing that up. Actually, tomorrow we are actually going out. It's a team of us. So it's going to be Suzanne Kennedy. It's going to be myself and Stephanie Rhodes. The three of us will be coming out. We've made appointments with several directors. Suzanne set up all the meetings. I'm just going to be in the car. So wherever Suzanne takes me, it's kind of funny, but she's getting the initiative started. But you will see all three of us tomorrow. And so a big thing that we will be doing is we'll be spending some time this summer going out and seeing directors. We have a list that we're going to see tomorrow, but I really truly feel like there are other daycare centers, and it doesn't matter, guys. It could be an in-home. It could be if it's grandma or aunt, or even, it doesn't matter who it is that maybe keeps 5 or 6 kids. We want to talk to you. So keep that in mind. But yes, we're set to come out and see some people tomorrow.
It's like,
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Anyone else have any questions for Jessika? If not, she did give you some contact names so that you can follow up with her on. And as soon as I get that, as soon as I receive that flyer, I will get it out to everyone so that you all can review it and then begin to share as appropriate. Thanks again, Jessika, for sharing.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so we will now, we're excited to be able to kind of go into our 3 strategy team reports. And for those that are familiar with us at Family Connection, you know that each year we do a big strategic plan to kind of decide what we're going to focus on. And so we have been following these 3 strategies for several years now. And so we have 3 strategies that you as a community decided that we wanted to work on. And they are children safe and family strong, their youth development, as well as educated and working communities. And so what we'll do now is allow those strategy teams to update us on kind of what's going on with those particular strategies. And we will begin with the Morgan County Parents as Teachers program. Maria, if you would give us an update.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good
Uh,
morning.
my name is Maria Arellano, parent educator from Parents as Teacher program. For those who are new to hear about this program, Parents as Teacher offers virtual home visits with families with children from 0 to 5 years old. We cover parent-child interaction and family well-being. Parents as Teacher has been making a difference in the lives of families, building strong communities, thriving families, and children who are healthy, safe, and ready to learn. It's important that each family participating in Parents as Teacher has the opportunity for a high quality, high impact experience, and dual language learners are not an exception. Our commitment is to provide rewarding work. One of my goals is to ensure that children successfully complete kindergarten. I have an updating. I have been taking training for dual language learners. The title is Development with More Than One Language. The results of bilingual children suggest that acquiring two languages does not affect the cognitive or non-cognitive skills of young children, such as their ability to recognize objects, match pictures, of the responsiveness of behavior of everyday situation. It does, however, temporarily affect their knowledge of English vocabulary. Um, While bilingual children can initially lag behind in naming vocabulary, however, the disadvantage disappears before the age of 5 for most of them. I've been really glad to taking this training because I'm sure this training is going to provide me with new strategies to use with diverse families and make sure that early intervention will help these children to reach their goal before they finish kindergarten. I don't have many updates today, but I would like to mention this amazing course that I'm taking with you and share it with you for our dual language learners. We are accepting referrals at this moment. And if you have any other question about the program, please do not hesitate to email me. I already shared my information in the chat box. Thank you and have a great summer.
Thank you for sharing, Maria. And yeah, and that program again is for families of children 0 to 5. And so if you have a family or know of a family that would benefit from some in-home, some pretty intensive in-home home visiting is evidence-based. And again, it's all about working with the families to let them know that they are their child's, the parents, they are their child's first teacher. And they also work on those motor skills, fine motor skills, giving parents ideas of strategies of how to work with children to increase those skills, to increase their social emotional behavior and outcomes, and in doing so also to help reduce the incidence of child abuse and neglect. And again, the goal is to have children not only ready to start kindergarten, but also able to complete kindergarten successfully. So Maria, we thank you for the work that you're doing in the community with those families. Again, if you have anyone, we are full right now, but we are taking referrals because we like to, if once one family completes the program, we like to be able to pull immediately and start working with another family. So thank you, Maria. And you can reach out to Maria if you have any referrals. Our next person that will be sharing is Amanda Hawk, who is our coordinator for the Morgan County First Steps program.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Amanda, and I'm the coordinator for the Morgan County First Steps. We work with families who have children ages 5 and under and expectant mothers, and we provide universal materials and support to those families. We are currently reestablishing some of our partnership with our community partners since COVID is the restrictions are not so harsh as they were. I did get the clearance to go back out to the health department to set up at our weekdays. We are also going to be we have a partnership with Miss Suzanne Kennedy with our pre-K, with our Morgan County Head Start program, Morgan County School program, sorry. And I'll be setting up at that pre-K parent orientation in July. Miss Carissa with Lemon Tree, we are going to be setting up to reach those families and working with their summer program, as well as we're reaching back out to our Daystar cooks and our other local daycares here in Morgan County. There's a Moms in Madison Facebook group. I have posted on that to reach out to those families. We want to try to reach all these families that we could be missing, because we would like to get them the knowledge and resources that they might need. Also, we will be setting up at our Head Start parent meeting in June as well to share. One thing that I would ask from you guys is if you know of any local churches that is having vacation Bible school or providing childcare, preschool, or nursery group. If you could please either share my information with them, or if you could share their information with me, because I would like to get with those so we can have a partnership with them as well. I will resubmit my information in the chat box. If y'all have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful summer as well. Any questions? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for sharing, Amanda. And again, that program is for families that have children, universal for families who have children 0 to 5. And basically, it's just a brief screening. And again, they get great information on resource directory of local community resources, including things like the library and local doctors, local hospital, and just so many great resources, as well as child seat safety, maternal care, all that kind of stuff. So it's a great program, and it's not as intensive as our Parents as Teachers program. It's just a brief screening, and then they get this great packet of information. So if you have someone that you would like to refer to that program or like to know more, you can reach out to Amanda as she put her information in the box. Brittany Thomas, are you on? Thompson, are you on the line? I didn't see you join with the Project Free program. Okay. AmeriGroup is having and you'll see it in the chat. So I ask that you please check your chat. And for those who join late, please put your name and organization in the chat. That will serve as our attendance. And just kind of pay attention to what people are entering into the chat, because there's a lot of great information. Sarah with AmeriGroup put information about their roundtable that's taking place tomorrow. So be sure to click on that. Also wanted to share that First Call Pregnancy Center is having, and that's actually today, so it's a little late to join that today, but they're having a fashion show. And it's a fundraiser for the First Call Pregnancy Center. I hope to be able to have them on at another time to give you more information about the work that they do in supporting Morgan County families as well. I've already given you an update on the Back to School Rally and Backpack Drive. Again, that date is July 24th for those who are new to the call and join late. July 24th, Saturday, 2 weeks before the start of school, from 8 to 10 at the new middle school over by the high school. And we are looking for volunteers to help serve at that event, to both stuff the backpacks as well as to give them out. So if you would like to share or even purchase backpacks or give funds towards that, please let me know so I can reach out to you. Our educated and working community. Is there anyone on the line from either WorkSource Georgia or school to kind of give information about kind of what's going on with those programs?
Okay, yes, I'm Rima Sullivan. I'm the WIOA Youth Program Coordinator, and we do have limited funding now to serve participants or applicants for WIOA, which provides training. There could be short-term training like CDL, welding, and then technical colleges. We work with a lot of the technical colleges in the area. So basically we provide tuition assistance for eligible participants to go get training so that they can get better jobs or get employed. We have 3 divisions. We have a dislocated worker division, which Kim Meadows oversees, and that's for people that have been laid off from their job and have a separation notice. We have an adult division, which is based on income eligibility. And both Kim and Olivia Wentz oversee that program. And then I work specifically with the youth division, which is ages 24 and younger. And we have a little bit more, I can't say lenient requirements, but we do, youth are automatically eligible if they have certain barriers, like they're parenting or pregnant, if they're an ex-offender, if they're a high school dropout, if they've been in the foster care system. So there's a little bit more leeway with the youth division, but if the youth does not have a barrier, we do rely on income as well. So they either have to have a barrier to employment or be low income to be eligible for our program. As I mentioned before, we work with a lot of different programs throughout our 12 county area. There is one program out of the Walton County Athens Tech called Manufacture Ready, which will start a class in June. And it's a 6-week course that teaches applicants or participants the basic manufacturing things. So reading blueprints, things that manufacturers want, just kind of a crash course to get them prepared for a manufacturing job. They get forklift certification, OSHA certification, but there's such a need in our area now, as you know, for employees in the manufacturing sector. So that is one program that's been quite successful for us. I put my email and phone number in the chat box. One thing I did want to mention to you today, as part of being part of our youth program, we do run a summer work experience program for students that are enrolled in our year-round WIOA program for high school students. And it is a smaller program, basically due to funding. We have 9 students this year in Morgan County High School that we want to place in summer jobs. There are some students that have already worked through us in the past. There are some students that are brand new that have never worked. And what we're hoping is give them some work experience so that once they graduate high school, they have something to put on their resume, and then they have some kind of idea as what's expected in the workforce as far as soft skills training, communication. So it is a 5-week program starting on June 7th for 5 weeks. WIOA pays their hourly rate. They're covered under a workers' comp insurance policy. So basically what we're asking is for work sites to provide the opportunity for them to learn and grow. We've got a great group of kids. It's a great opportunity for them to grow before they graduate high school. We are accepting applications right now. I am in need of some additional work sites in Morgan County. And so I do, like, as I mentioned, my phone number and my email is in the chat box. If you'd like me to send you a worksite agreement for you to review and take a look at what is required of the program, it's basically supervision / mentoring from the worksite supervisor. The financial end we do on our end, and we do go through a job readiness training webinar so that they do have an idea of what is expected of them out in the workforce or the work site. Do you have any questions? I know you wanted us to keep this limited, so I didn't want to talk too long, but please refer students. Again, the phone number is in the chat box, whether it's dislocated worker, adult, or youth. They're welcome to call in our office. We can tell them a little bit more about our program. Our website is www.negrc.org. And on that website, under the Workforce Development tab, there is a list of eligible schools and WIOA approved programs. So if somebody wants to take a look at that and get an idea of what they might be interested in doing, and then call our office to make sure that they're eligible, we'll guide them through the next step. Any questions about WorkSource Georgia WIOA? And please consider, Colby, you're one that I thought of when you were speaking, that you might need some help this summer with the children's programs. We do work with a lot of the libraries in our 12 county region. I was a little unclear as to who was opening when, because some libraries are not open yet, but we work with Clark County, Jackson County, a number of different libraries as well. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing, Remy. We appreciate it. And like she said, look in the chat box to get the information, contact information if you have any more questions for her later on or want more information. Thank you for sharing. Okay, we're going to jump now. It's time for you, those who have not shared. If you have some things going on, I know, again, we're about to go into the summer. And so if you have some things that are going to be going on in the next few weeks, the next month or so that you would like to share, or some highlights of your organization you would like to share, now is your time. As I tell share with my church, though, this is what we call like our just pop up, like a popcorn. You kind of pop up and pop down so we can get through everyone. So just kind of keep it to that little brief. Under 2 minutes, around 1 if possible, but under 2 minutes, just highlights kind of what's going on or some key things that you want to share. Ask that you will put it in the chat box so people can see it. And then again, people, and if you have any flyers that you would like for me to share coming up, then share those with me as well. I do want to ask that you put a soft save the date on your calendar for August 17th. That is our soft date for our State of Morgan County Forum. The State of Morgan County Forum, for those who have not participated in it before, is a time where we have our leaders in the community come and share what's going on in their respective organizations. And so what it is an opportunity for, we hear from the key leaders and movers in the communities, like our superintendent, our mayor, our board of commissioner chair, from the chamber president and things like that, just people, the hospital CEO, just people who come in and just kind of share from their respective organization what's going on, the state of Morgan County. So it's a great way to come and just hear a little snippet of the entire county as a whole, what's going on. So it's a great opportunity to come, to hear, to network. And so just put a soft save the date on August 17th at 8:30. And we'll get more information to you as that date rolls on and gets closer. So that being said, I've talked enough. You've heard highlights from our strategy teams. Again, this is your time to now share. We ask that you will do it in that popcorn method. And I'm just going to look at the screen and go in the order that I'm seeing you on my screen. The first person I see on the screen is a phone number, and it ends in 4887. And I'm not sure who that is, but do you have information you would like to share? Again, the phone number is in.
Hey, good morning, Veldy. This is Sid. I think Rima covered it for WorkSource Georgia.
Okay, thanks, Sid. Thank you for being on the call this morning. Okay, the next person I see on my screen is Councilman Eric Joyce. Do you have updates you would like to share with us, Councilman, this morning?
I do, Veldy. 1 minute. There's no politicians that can talk for 1 minute. Are you kidding? I will try. Just basically, we are transitioning slowly to more activities in our town park. A very popular event we've had for many, many years, I'm sure you're all aware of, is the Madison Fest in July. This year, we are going to reopen the park, but in a kind of a different structure. We're spreading out what used to be a 2-day event to 4 Thursday nights. 2 of them will be music events. So the goal is to kind of spread out the number of people, take some of the pressure off the restrooms, which seems to be the main concern as far as our COVID caution. So we are moving forward somewhat in that respect. I will add also, we are now allowing our commissions to meet in person if they so choose, along with a virtual option. We do our meetings through the GoToMeetings app, very similar to this Zoom one, very easily downloadable. The mayor at the moment would prefer to still hold off no public for the city council, only through the virtual opportunities, but not in person until July. Now that decision was made prior to this latest CDC guidelines, so very possibly at our next meeting, which is Friday morning, we might very well look at that again under the new guidelines and decide if we want to change that program. But mainly be looking forward to Thursday nights in July. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Any questions for Councilman Joyce? Okay, thank you, Councilman. The next person I see on my screen is Dr. Myers with First Readers. You have any updates you want to share? You're muted, Dr. Myers.
Sorry. There you go. Yeah, we want to remind everybody that we're still in business, that we're still mailing books to children under the age of 5, and we still need more kids. So please encourage people to register their kids for the program. They can just simply go to firstreaders.org, and there's a registration site there, a button, and you can take care of the whole thing very quickly. But we need more kids. We're down from during the pandemic. Hopefully things will open up now. It looks like it is, and we will pick up more registrations, but help us out. Let people know that they can still receive free books in the mail. Just go to firstreaders.org. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Myers.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Can we have your contact information, Dr. Myers?
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the next person I see on my screen is Stephen Johnson.
Well, hi. Happy to be here. And I want to say, I was listening to Councilman Joyce, who said that it's difficult to be under 1 minute. I'm not even a councilman, so 1 minute is going to be hard, but I'm going to shoot for it. I'm here representing my program director, Dominique Malcolm, who was handling emergency this morning. Tell you a little bit about our program called Number One Dads. It is our philosophy here at the Action Incorporated that there is nothing more important than our children. That is a message that we try to drive home to the participants in the program. We are Number One Dads on a new program. We came up and running back in April. We are currently conducting workshops at the ACC, Divergent Center, and we're looking forward to doing those workshops in the jail here in Athens, as well as Morgan County. Now, our organization received a grant for this particular program. We were one of 13 agencies who were given this grant to operate this particular program. So we're excited about that. We serve 12 counties, and I'm going to indicate those counties in case you're in one of them. You'll know that we are in those counties as well. We serve Athens, Clarke, Barrow, Elbert, Greene, Jackson, Jasper, Madison, Morgan, Newton, Oconee, Oglethorpe, and Walton counties. So those are the counties that we serve. Now, our primary mission is to establish and strengthen the relationship between fathers and their children, as well as with their families. Our program consists of 8 sessions, well, not 8 sessions, but 8 workshops. And the workshops are 2 sessions per week, 2 hours in each workshop. We have incentives for the participants in the program. When they finish the program, they get a $200 gift certificate and they get a tablet, which we provide for them at the beginning of the program. Our focus is on young men who are justice involved. They are incarcerated or have been incarcerated. They're either on probation or were on probation. They have to have children under the age of 24. And if they meet those qualifications, then we receive them into the program and we have an intensive training program. It is something that we are very excited about. We're seeing very good results at the Divergent Center where we are involved. And I'm going to be sure to put our information into the chat box. And if you need to talk further with us, or if you know of how we can be involved in your particular county, reach out to us. We'd be very happy to do that. So just take a look at the check box. The information will be there. And I'm certainly happy with this opportunity to share that with you. If there are any questions, we'll take them.
Thank you so much, Stephen, for sharing. Any questions for Mr. Johnson about the Number One Dads program? Again, be sure to check out the chat box. And if you have a question, you need more details, you can contact him directly to have those questions addressed. Any questions for him now? Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Johnson. The next person I see on my screen is Quisha Glover with Head Start. If you have any updates you'd like to share, you may do so at this time.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Quisha Glover. I am one of the FSAs for Morgan County Early Learning. On this call with me is my center manager, Ms. Tamika, and my PFCE specialist, Mr. Travis. Some wonderful updates about our site is we have a summer program for our preschool. Usually our early students, which is birth to 3, excuse me, they attend year round, but now we're actually offering this for our preschool students. We serve birth to 5. We're always accepting applications. Right now, our enrollment is not where we would like it to be. But we are partnered with the Morgan County Primary School for our preschool students. So our 3-year-olds would not have to attend the lottery program. They would just move over. So if you have any families that, is looking for any services, we're definitely here. We're definitely in the area. We are completely free. We service the entire family, not just a particular student, the students in the enrollment. We offer health vouchers for the family as well. We do family needs assessments. We connect the families to different resources. We're partnering with different partnerships within the community. I'm so sorry, I did not know how to word that. We also hold monthly parent meetings once a month. So I'm definitely getting a lot of information from the community meeting right now. So I'll be reaching out to a few of you to speak at our parent meetings. I don't think, our teachers are great teachers where all of them have certification and degrees. At this wonderful site, we do have mental health specialists on site. We have an education manager on site. We have our Northeast Regional Director on site. We have our new center manager. We have the PFCE. So this is just one of the great areas that we serve. Definitely looking forward to meeting and partnering with you guys. And if I miss anything, Miss Tamika, Mr. Travis, please feel free to step in.
Thank you, Quisha, for sharing. And Tamika and Travis, anything you want to add while we're on the Head Start section right now?
No, I just want to say good morning to everybody, but we should kind of cover it all. The main thing is that we are accepting applications. Like she said, we serve birth to 5. So if you have any children in mind, please send them our way. We'll welcome them in. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tamika. Okay, the next person I see on my screen is Jay Holman with the Morgan County Charter School System.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you. In addition to what Jessica shared about the pre-K, we also have had a very busy week here, as you can imagine. This is the last week of school for our school system. We had a seniors honors night last Friday, followed by prom on Saturday, baccalaureate service on Sunday, and then this Friday we'll have graduation in the stadium at 8 o'clock. So looking forward to some great weather for that. And then we're going to be working this summer on plans for next school year. And we are optimistic that we'll be able to return to a more normal schedule. And so that's what we're looking forward to for planning for next year. And that's pretty much an overview for the school system.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the awesome job that the school system does with our students and just making it to another school year. Probably one of the more challenging ones that we've had to endure, but thank you so much for the work that the school system have done and keeping our students on track and working very hard through this process. We appreciate you. The next person on our screen that I see is Ms. Brittany Lowe. Do you have anything you would like to share?
Ready. My name is Brittany and I am the clinic manager at the Greene County Advantage, but we also serve Morgan County. We're mental health, behavioral health clinic. We are As the COVID numbers continue to decrease, we are back to in-person services for those who wish to come into the clinic, but we're also offering telehealth services for those who are not comfortable doing so or would prefer to do telehealth from home. So we're open. If people are needing services and they're not yet enrolled, we have just a open access walk-in policy that they can walk in to request an intake. At this time, we are not able to accept new Medicare clients right now. That is something that we're working on, but just as a heads up, unfortunately right now, that's still on hold. But we also have low income programs and state contracted services so that those without insurance or low income don't have that barrier to not be able to get mental health services. Thank you.
Okay, anyone have any questions for Brittany? Okay, thank you, Brittany, for sharing. The next person I have on my screen is Ms. Pamela Benford, school social worker at the Morgan County Charter School System. Ms. Pam, you have updates for us.
Yes, ma'am, I do. Good morning, everyone. I would like to announce that we have our summer feeding program for anyone that's able to eat regular food up until 18 for students that don't have an IEP, and it's 21 or 22 if they have an IEP. They can pick up meals at any of the schools during June on Mondays and Wednesdays. And in July, I think it'll just be at the elementary school, but anyone can come and pick up the meals for Monday and Tuesday on Monday and Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday on Wednesdays. And I will get the flyer to you, Veldy, for that. Also, if you know any grandparents or relatives that are raising a child, if the grandparent is 55 or over, we still have our group going with the senior center. We have been doing drive-through sessions with them every second Monday at 5 o'clock. And we'll continue that, but we're always looking for more families that we can assist with. They also help them with summer camps or tutoring services, anything that they need to make sure that the children are succeeding. Also, we have Foothills. I'm not sure if anybody's on here from Foothills today, but Foothills is a charter school that is being hosted at our high school that offers students the opportunity to finish high school and get their diploma. And we're always taking students, and we run through the summer. Our hours are Monday through Thursday, 4 to 9 during the regular school year and 4 to 8 during the summer. And we're proud to say that we have 4 or 5 graduates that will be graduating on June 1st this year. So we're really proud of those students who have worked through the pandemic and have finished their coursework. I think that's it for me. Thank you.
Thanks so much for sharing. Any questions for Pam? All right, thanks so much for sharing. The next person I have on my list.
I hate to jump the queue, but I actually have someone who's come in and it's a time sensitive matter. So I know you'd like to hear from everyone who's so very briefly. Bryce Jack, City of Madison. Councilmember Joyce handled everything very well. If there's any questions regarding sort of planning department, whatnot, my contact information in the chat. Thank you, everyone. Sorry, got to go. Sorry for jumping the queue on that one.
Okay, thanks, Bryce, for sharing. Okay, the next person I had on my screen is someone from Circle of Love. Okay.
Hey, Veldy. Good morning, everyone. I'm Paula Allison. I'm the legal advocate at Circle of Love. We are a domestic violence shelter. We cover 5 counties: Greene, Morgan, Putnam, Baldwin, and Hancock. We've been very, very busy, unfortunately. We saw a huge uptick in domestic violence during the pandemic. We're hoping to see a slack coming up shortly now that things are starting to get back to normal. But as always, we ask for your prayers as we deal with folks that are victims of domestic violence. I do want to share that we are going to have our golf tournament this year. We were unable to have it last year due to the COVID. It is scheduled for Monday, September 13th at Harbor Club Golf Course. If you need any information, if you would like to participate in golf or be a sponsor, I will put our contact information in the chat box, and we appreciate all of you, and thank you so much for letting me share.
Thank you so much, Paula, for sharing. Thanks so much for the work that you do. We appreciate you and your service. Any questions for Paula? Okay, thank you. Okay, we have just three more. We're gonna, Dr. Babs is next, followed by Megan Morris with the hospital, and then Sylvia Miller, if she would like to share. So Dr. Babs. Yep.
Hi, Veldy and everybody. I see that there wasn't anybody from our Boys and Girls Club online. So I just speak up if First or Boys and Girls Club isn't represented. So Boys and Girls Club will have a summer program this summer. It's going to be limited enrollment, but lots of fun activities and lots of things to get the kids over that hump of the loss of well, you know, kind of a brain gain, I guess is what we're calling it. So we'll have academics as well as other kinds of activities going on, computer and so forth. I'm just excited to say that we have a new director, Sarah Swope, and a new teen director, Deidra Richbow, and we're just getting to know them, and they are recruiting kids to come to the summer program and of course into next fall. So thank you for asking.
And thank you for sharing. We appreciate you sharing that, Dr. Babs. Next, Megan Morris with the hospital, and then Sylvia, and then I did overlook Renee Spire, so we'll have her from the Georgia Department of Labor to share as well. Megan?
Good morning, everybody. Just want to give you a quick update from the hospital. Things are going well. We finished up our last community COVID vaccine clinic last week. Happy to say that we vaccinated roughly 1,200 individuals in the community in one form or fashion, either through the drive-through clinics or through the things for public safety, that type of thing. Vaccines are available now for 12 years old and up in Georgia. So if you have interest or still know folks who aren't vaccinated, go through the local health department, or for anyone under 17, they're going to need the Pfizer vaccine. So look for somewhere that has that. The hospital's not going to be doing any more community vaccinations. The little bit of vaccine that we have left, we're going to be using on our inpatients as we have individuals come into the hospital who have not been vaccinated but do want the vaccine. So we'll be continuing to serve the community in that way. We are staying very full, not just because of COVID. We actually went about a month with no COVID. We've got 1 or 2 cases now. We kind of expected that to happen, for it to trickle up and down just a little bit, but people are coming back for other things. We've been extremely busy in surgery. I wasn't sure I'd ever see that day, but we are actually now doing surgeries that are not considered outpatient. So people having surgery and staying overnight. And plastics have become very popular. So Morgan County now has 2 plastic surgeons doing plastic procedures here. If anybody is, looking for services of that type, certainly we can help them in that regard. You probably saw in the paper this week our community benefit report. We had a double truck that just kind of shows you what we did over the past year. I'd encourage you to take a look at that and see how we've served the community. If you have questions on that, or if I can help you with anything, let me know. We are trying real hard to get back to normal here. We do still have restricted visitor policies, but at least it's not no visitors anymore. So trying to do the best we can, to accommodate needs as we are able. One other exciting thing, we did just graduate our first CNA class. So it's our goal to grow our own workforce as best we can in the future. So we graduated our first CNA class, and we're getting ready to offer another CNA class. And that's kind of a joint effort where we bring in a few students from the high school who are interested, and then we also take some applications from the community. So be looking for information on that as we have that available. We put it on our website. Class size is limited just due to state restrictions. So, you know, jump on it when you can, and then we're going to try to offer that a couple times a year. That's pretty much what I have. If anybody has any questions, you can feel free to put those in the chat box, and I will certainly do my best to address them. Hope y'all have a great week.
Thanks so much for sharing, Megan. Anyone have any questions for Megan? And again, I know you all have been really busy over the last year, to say the least. And so we definitely appreciate all the hard work that you all have put in serving this community and those 1,200, getting those 1,200 vaccinated. That's an excellent feat. And we just appreciate the work that you all continue to do serving this community. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Sylvia, and then we will have Renee Spires.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sylvia Milling, and I am chimed in the Zoom meeting because I wanted to gather as much information as I can on about organizations that serve in this particular area, because I have random conversations with people throughout the community. And a lot of times they're asking me about different resources. And so I'm trying to gather as much information as I can so I can share that information with the community. So thank you all for being here.
And thank you so much, Sylvia, for joining us. You've always been a great advocate in the community and sharing information. So we appreciate your presence today. Thank you. Renee, if you would give us update from the Georgia Department of Labor.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Renee Spires, and I'm the one-stop coordinator and part of WorkSource Georgia for this area, which of course includes Morgan County. Rima Sullivan gave a great update and things that are going on with the WIOA programs and so forth. So what I thought Veldy wanted me to do is to update you on the Georgia Department of Labor, because that's actually where I'm housed as well, and one of our partners. So the Department of Labor office in Athens is still not open to customers at this time and is open limited even to staff at this point in time. However, we are told that we are trying to move back in the direction to have staff in full time. And then of course, at some point we'll work to allow customers to come in, but we are still serving customers. And I wanted to update you that the unemployment specialists are working really hard. The weekly claims still remain very high. Those workers are continuing to work very hard and long hours to try to keep up with all the demand for those claims. But hopefully as time goes on, that they'll continue to get more and more caught up. I did want to let you know, for those of you that may not have seen the press release that was issued last week, that the Georgia Department of Labor, in order to promote the reemployment and economic recovery, that effective June 27th, that Georgia will no longer participate in the federal unemployment programs through the CARES Act and American Rescue Plan Act. So that includes all the federal programs that were the, sorry for the acronyms, but the FPUC and the PUA claims, the PEUC and MEUC. These were just different types of claims or programs that were assigned, and to assist folks. They could have been those that had been self-employed, those people that were gig workers, all these different programs that helped folks with unemployment during all this COVID crisis. So this will be a big change for a lot of the customers, and their last payable week under those programs will be June 26th of this year. So the goal, of course, is to get our folks back into the workforce. So we certainly want to make sure that folks are aware of the programs that WIOA offers, as well as our other partnerships. If people are looking for further skills and education through the Technical Colleges of Georgia, Athens Tech is a great partnership for that, as well as others. we are striving to get people back to work and earn a sustainable income. So I wanted to give you those updates.
Thank you so much, Renee, for giving those updates. Know that will be a bit change coming up after a year of those extra benefits.
Yes.
So you want to make sure that people are aware of that and that they are taking advantage now of what can get them in a position to, like you say, get to work and have sustainable employment.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that is all that we have. I appreciate everyone being on the call. Again, this recording, this meeting was recorded, and so I will send out the link later, hopefully before the end of the week, along with the chat. And so if you had any flyers that you wanted me to, that you spoke about and wanted me to share, I attach all the partner flyers to that email. So make sure you get me any flyers and information that you want me to attach to that email. I will also send with it the chat, so you will have all the information that was shared in the chat, contact information, in case you missed it and didn't get a chance to write down everything you wanted to write down. So again, thank you so much for being a part of this meeting today. Again, we will not be meeting again until the end of, until we come in back into July as a partnership. I mean, back after summer as a partnership, but we will have the back to school rally. I will get more information to you for that, as well as the upcoming State of Morgan County Forum. So look for that information. Until then, I ask that you would just enjoy the summer, stay safe, and we look forward to the end of summer when we all get ready to come back again. If you have any information you want me to share out to partners, still send it over and I will get it out to partners through our distribution list throughout the summer. Again, thank you so much. Have a wonderful summer.